So I am now deciding to go for the GTA 5 Platinum. After playing GTA 5 for 10 years throughout multiple accounts, I am now wanting to fully complete the game throughout its trophies. I'm hoping it's going to take maybe a week or 2 weeks at a push. 2 weeks, that is. But hopefully I get it done in a week. That's my goal, that's my target, that's my aim. Well, that goal went out the window, and all I have to say for that is watch the video. So to start this off, GTA 5 has a grand total of 50 trophies, 51 if you include the platinum, and I had already earned 15 coming into this, which seems like a lot, but most of the ones that I had already earned came from simple non-targeted online based trophies, for example getting to level 100 on online. And my first approach into tackling the platinum trophy was to beat the entire story mode, because the majority of trophies came from beating specific missions, and in order to progress further to get the other trophies you needed to beat the entire story mode. And this is where I'm at so far. There it is, 3%. So let me complete the story and I'll mention any trophies I pick up along the way.
Hail, fella! What do you got? What do you got?
I heard you're interested in taking care of some lost travelers for a price.
And so it is. And so it is. Leave the body, take the gold. Come on!
That was more of an accidental trophy, but that's one of the trophies already knocked off the list.
Me, Wade, your cousin.
Who?
Your cousin! Fuck! He's come to visit you, you rude fuck. Now get up off the floor and fix me a fucking drink.
And after completing the entire campaign of GTA 5, I managed to pick up all of these trophies. I would love to rank the difficulty, but these trophies, as I said, are simply done by completing missions or Strangers and Freaks. Okay, here are my stats for the end of the game, and I've got to get to 100%, which is probably the most difficult trophy to do. And obviously there's a few missions missing out, because there's some alternatives to heists that I haven't done. So I think that's the other 4 missions that I'm missing out. Now I just realised, it's the Lester assassination missions. I think those are the other 4 missions I'm missing out. And the next trophy I was focusing on was a lot of cheddar, where you have to spend 200 million across all 3 characters, which seemed like a lot, but there was an easy way of doing this, and it's by completing the Lester assassination missions, which I saved for the end of the game, in order to get the most amount of money out of it. The method revolves around me dumping all of the money from the final heist into specific stocks, which depended on what Lester mission I was about to do. But the funny thing is, I didn't have to complete all 5 missions, because the trophy popped up on the second mission. What? Well, that wasn't the outcome of what I wanted to do, but I'll take the trophy. And this was probably due to the trophy actually counting the money I was putting into the stocks in the first place with all 3 characters. I then go and earn 3 additional trophies, 3-man army, Out of Your Depth, and TP Industries Arms Race. Nice and easy, nothing too much to mention there. And here's where things got interesting. There was a trophy that would take roughly 5 minutes to earn, yet it managed to take me hours to complete. All's Fair in Love and War is a trophy that was supposedly bugged for some people, and after doing a bit of research, I found out I could be in that percentage of people that couldn't unlock it. And what makes it like this is it involves a glitch in the game that makes the NPC who's supposed to call you after purchasing not call you, meaning you will never be able to complete a taxi journey because the owner wouldn't ever phone you asking to do one. So I've done some things to try and force the call. I tried dying, nothing. I bought every other property, including the towing company, nothing. I tried reloading the previous save to rebuy the taxi place, nothing. I tried time skipping by sleeping, nothing. At this point, I thought it was over. I'll just do every other trophy and leave this one. Until one time, when I was working on the 100% and not recording, I managed to get the call. Oh! No way. If there is others out there struggling with this and not getting the call, let me tell you what I did. Firstly, I went back to an old save and rebought the company. Then I started working on every map blip activity. So the parachuting, Strangers and Freaks, you know, all the map stuff that you can do. And then that's when I got the call randomly. Maybe it's due to time spent in story mode, but honestly, I couldn't tell you. But that was just one part of this trophy. Part 2 of the trophy, I needed to get a second phone call from Raul, in which he would tell me if I wanted to taxi someone to a destination, and that was what I was waiting for now. I was just messing about. This is like the next day, and all of a sudden I just got the text, or the phone call. I'm gonna accept. The trophy is not bugged. I need to get a car. It's just random. The phone call is just completely random. There's no like trick to get it to work. There's no like glitch you can do to force a phone call. It's just random. That's what I've learned. Trophy, please. Oh my goodness, this trophy sucks. Okay, here is where I'm at with the 100%. I've just finished all the Lester assassination missions, and I now have 1.7 billion with Franklin, and over 1 billion with the other characters. Next, I went into tackling multi-disciplined, where I have to attain a gold medal in every hobby and pastime, in which I had to be the best in all street races, sea races, off-road races, flight school lessons, shooting range challenges, and finally all triathlons. And wow, do I have an experience from one of the triathlon events. This triathlon race is absolutely dreadful. It's a race across the entire Alamo Sea. If I don't get first, I'm pretty sure I have to restart this. And Franklin's swimming stat is very low. That's why I'm in 8th at the moment, so I've got to redeem it on the bicycles and the running. Okay, here we go. Finally, after 8 minutes. Here we go. Here's where I make it up. So after 8 minutes of swimming, I finally made it onto the bikes. And 13 minutes later, the cycling was over. And I eventually made it to the running section. I think this race thing is half an hour. Almost there. Almost there. I think that's the end. My thumb, it needs a break. I never thought I'd be saying that. Oh my goodness. I didn't get anything for that. That was just out the kindness of my heart. The game's like, yeah, we won't give you anything. No unique sort of outfit or mask. If you was to like the video right now, it would make me feel a lot better. That will be my reward. Pushing further at this point, I was just waiting for the last couple of activities to spawn in, and I managed to pick up the trophy whilst on my visit at the shooting range. There we go. So with 16 trophies left, it should be pretty easy. The only one I'm worried about is this one, because there is some bugs within story mode, and I have to do literally everything. All like the little side stuff that's not even on the map. And here's where I'm at right now, 77%. So I'm getting there, but I feel like I'm a little too far away. So I spent the next few hours cleaning up the rest of the checklist for the 100%, and the sports activities was one of the last things to do before the boring map collectibles. With golf, I had to win the game and finish 9 holes below par, which was actually a little tricky, but I managed to get it done. Tennis was next, and I had to simply win the match. Not much struggle there. And finally, with darts, I also just had to win the game, which was also pretty easy.
I'll be here all week.
Nice. 42 out of 42 completed. So, what's next? The Strangers and Freaks, the 2 that I have left, are actually 2 collectible trophies. The spaceship parts and the lost pages. Those are the last 2 Strangers and Freaks. And then the miscellaneous are collectible ones as well. I was really dreading the next few collectible trophies coming up because I knew how boring it was going to be. And what I started on first was the spaceship parts. There is 50 spaceship parts scattered across the entire GTA 5 map, and they are all in all sorts of places, usually in very hidden areas. And after getting them all, I gained the trophy and ticked off 1 out of the last 2 Strangers and Freaks missions left. So do I get this car?
This I gotta try.
Well, I've never seen this before. It's really cool. Wow. After all of that, this is what you get. At least you get something. Moving on from this point, I go and get some fancy clothes for Franklin because I was about to uncover the mystery of Leonora Johnson next. Across the map, just like the spaceship collectibles, there was 50 letter scraps to pick up across the entire map, most of them being in hidden areas. And 50 letter scraps later, I get it done. In addition, I tick off the final Strangers and Freaks mission and a trophy for my troubles. There we go. That should have been the last Strangers and Freaks. Yep. I only have 4 more miscellaneous things to do before I have that 100%, which I've been working on for a long time now. So the last 4 miscellaneous things left to do was visit the cinema, complete 25 stunt jumps, but there was a trophy for doing all 50, so I done all 50 and gained a trophy. Third thing was knife flights, and I had to do 8 out of 15, but again there was a trophy for doing all 15 in combination with the last miscellaneous task, which was 25 under the bridges. And there it is, 100%. But again, I've still got to complete all these under the bridges in order to get the under the bridge trophy. And Okay, I thought I was done there. And so I finally acquired the 100% trophy first, then I continued doing the under the bridges to get myself even closer to the platinum with another trophy. Never mind, first try, second try, third try, whatever it is. But that's the trophy done. I made it look like I breezed through that last part, yet it was quite a contrast to how long that actually took. I only had a few trophies remaining before I made my way to the online trophies, which I was looking forward to because it was going to be refreshing to play. But advancing through, I finished up on the last rampage mission with Trevor, and then I was ready for the rarest trophy on PlayStation. Coming in at a 0.2%, Solid Gold Baby is claimed to be the most uncommon trophy for GTA 5, and the requirement is to earn 70 gold medals on missions or Strangers and Freaks. If you are unaware on how to earn a gold medal, let me briefly explain. There will be specific objectives that you need to complete in different missions, and in order to get the gold, you need to do all of them. So all of the objectives in that mission, you need to do all of them. So the best way I went into tackling this was to find out the quickest missions because it would make the grind go a little faster. Unfortunately, I forgot to save from the day before and I had lost over 20 golds from that day. But moving past that annoying moment, a few hours later, I completed my last gold medal. I wasn't recording, but I've just unlocked it for some reason. I went into the loading screen of the mission I was going to pick for my last mission, and I just unlocked it. So, cool. I'll take it. The next thing I was going for was the one collectible I was dreading because it's something that brought me back to my Xbox 360 days of trying to get this done because I wanted money. Waste Management is a trophy that single-handedly put me off the platinum because of the memories I had attached with it. I will be skipping over this one because it's just me complaining, as I had a moment where I travelled across the entire right side of the map and it took me a whole hour and my submarine just died on me and I had to repeat the whole thing again. This was horrible. Just extremely boring. And there is the trophy, a bronze trophy. It is easy, it's just time consuming. 2 trophies are remaining from my offline story mode journey, and coming up was San Andreas Sightseer, and I had a pretty good plan for doing this. Okay, for San Andreas Sightseer, what I'm going to do is go and take a jet and go up and down the map to areas where I haven't explored yet. So this part over here is going to be a target, then up here, and just go to the areas where there might be a bit of blur on the map. Oh, already? I really wasn't expecting that. That took 2 minutes. And the last trophy to acquire for story mode was...
Take me to my father, brother, uncle, Kiflom.
So I saved the best for last. Kiflom is something that needs to make a return in GTA 6. And to explain it to some who aren't aware of Kiflom, Kiflom is a saying used by a religious cult as a sort of greeting in the Grand Theft Auto world. This trophy requires you to complete your path to enlightenment through various steps. The one part of this that stands out is the part where you have to run 5 miles in the desert, which roughly took me 40 minutes, but most of it is just standard mission type stuff. So about 2 hours later from when I started, I got it completed, and that was my last trophy for story mode. Kiflom. You know, I kind of like that you get something special from this. I was going to do something cool for me completing the entire story mode trophies, but I can't be bothered. I'm just going to sit on this rusty tractor and say, I have now completed all story mode trophies. And if people are interested, this has taken me about a week and a half, obviously with breaks and stuff, but if I played non-stop, you could probably get it done within 4 days, maybe? 3 days? Or you could no-life it and get it done in 2 probably. So, it's now time for online, and I am so ready to get these online trophies done. Storage issues combined with busyness held me off for 5 days, but after sorting stuff out, I was ready to continue. I want to say again, if you haven't already, like this video, it would mean so much, and subscribe too if you're enjoying it so far. Starting off GTA Online, I went for Stick Up Kid, where I had to rob 20 stores. If we go back to my old account, I had already done this, because back then there was limited ways of making money, and I was that dumb, low level who believed that robbing the stores money glitch was a real thing. If you know, you know. So on the GTA map, there is 20 stores located around the map, and I've got to basically rob all of them. And once I've done one, it should come up with a tick, and it should be that easy. And yes, I know my map has so many map blips, but that's mainly for me to just teleport about so I can do Cayo Perico faster. Okay, that's store 1 done. And now, technically, because I have the cops on me, all I have to do is this. And that gets the cops off me and makes it so I can go to the next store. And 19 stores later, I got it done. However, I had my notifications turned off, and this made the trophy not pop up on my screen. But that's the first trophy down. Just imagine I got it, okay? The 2 trophies to follow this one I completed with ease, and the next to follow was a trophy that required other online players to complete it. Numero uno needed you to win in every game mode, and those game modes are Air Race, Sea Race, Land Race, GTA Race, Rally Race, which required 3 extra players, Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, which you could still do with 1 extra person if you switch a Deathmatch to a Team Deathmatch in the settings, Arm Wrestling, Darts, Golf, Tennis, Shooting Range, Parachuting, Gang Attack, and finally, a Survival. Shoutouts to everyone that helped me, you know who you are, thank you. And this trophy is very fast if you have people to help you that you know. So all I have now left to do is parachuting. Never mind, I just got the trophy. I wish I was a way of making these last 2 trophies intense, but they are really basic ones. The last 2 trophies to knock off was Enjoy Your Stay and Crew Cut. Enjoy Your Stay was what I started on first, and I had already done most of the things from it, apart from 1 thing. I would have thought I would have done this trophy, you know, a long time ago, but I haven't. Most of it requires, like, simple stuff, like buying clothes, getting a haircut, you know, stuff like that. But there's one where I need to get a private dance, which is part of it, and that's the last thing I need to do. I've never done that, so I'm going to go do that now, and hopefully the trophy should pop up. There we go. It's annoying because I'm probably going to have to blur my entire screen, but there we go. With that out of the way, it was time for the final thing to do. So I start up a job and invite my friend, and the goal for the mission was to retrieve a car for Simeon, blow up the other cars, and then drive back to the dealership. So I got onto my presser and then flew over to the area. Next, I needed to get into the car and... After literally everything I went through to get this platinum, and that's the way I unlock it, it's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to have some intense ending to this story, but that's really how it ends. It's nothing fancy, but this platinum is something I highly recommend to any trophy hunter or GTA fan, if you have not earned it already. And I would like to rate this platinum 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. And the reason why it's not 5 out of 5 is because of the fact there is online trophies. Even though they are very easy, I just personally don't like online trophies, but the rest of them fit in very well. And to end off this video, I would like to thank you for 100 subscribers. That is unreal. That has always been a childhood dream to hit some sort of subscriber milestone. And from building this channel up from literally nothing, just me with an Elgato and some editing skills, graphic design sort of skills, even though it's pretty scuffed, it really means a lot. So thank you. The next milestone for my channel is to either get 1,000 subscribers or to get monetized by the end of the year, that is. Whether I'll actually get that, I don't know, but I'm going to keep on trying, keep making good videos, and whatever happens, happens. You know, I make these videos just out of passion, really. It's not really something I expect anything from. But it's nice to see some people enjoy it, I guess, or people view it, whatever reason you click on my video. And if you are new here and have made it all the way through this video, firstly, thank you. And secondly, subscribe. It's completely free. I upload all sorts of gaming content from platinum trophy grinds like this. I would like to do more, but it just depends on what I want to upload, really. If you like platinum stuff, go check out my Dead Rising video. I'm pretty sure I got top 100 in the world for Dead Rising Platinum. I'm not going to go double check that, I'm just presuming. And lastly, I always like to have the time it took me to edit and make anything involved in this video so I can look back at it in the future. So I'm going to add it on screen right now, mainly just for me. But thank you for watching if you have made it all the way, and that's it. Bye.